And we're back for the top moments of episodes 469 through 480. We're battling through the most epic One Piece arc yet. This means there are more than enough top moments to choose and to miss. If I did, be sure to tell me in the comments. Let's have a look. The last time we saw Hawkeye Mihawk use his black sword in a serious fashion was way back in episode 24 in his fight against Zoro, so it's been a while. Of course, he never really put any effort in his fight against Zoro, but he did in episode 470 as he tries to stop Luffy from reaching Ace. With one fell swoop he split a frozen tsunami wave in two. He clearly is an epic swordsman and endgame material for Zoro. I do wonder however what he really thinks of this war. Is he pro-marine, pro-pirate or somewhere in between? I hope we get some more background information on Mihawk in future episodes. One of the more obvious top moments is Squar's betrayal, as he stabs Whitebeard right through the chest. I can't really say I saw this betrayal coming, but I can see where Squar is coming from. Not being a part of the Whitebeard Pirates and being used as mere foot soldiers, I understand he would have his doubts about this endeavor. That being said, he was quite easily manipulated by Akainu. During a war, if your enemy tells you your ally is using you, you should not believe that as easily as Squar did. In the end, this moment emphasized that despite being a grumpy pirate, Whitebeard is a good guy. In the previous 10 episodes, we saw Whitebeard show off his tremendous power for the first time. A couple of episodes later, and we already see him seemingly fall in battle. He has some excuses however, like Squar stabbing him in the chest, and also of course his old age. In the past we saw him mostly sitting with many tubes attached to him. Being the stubborn pirate he is, he didn't want to appear weak when he stands before the Marines. That now seems to be taking his toll. It also seems like he knew that he might die in this war. Whitebeard says his era is done and he is prepared to pass down the torch to Luffy's generation. It remains to be seen if Whitebeard will actually fall in this summit war. As Luffy gets closer and closer to Ace, Sengoku decides to order the immediate execution of Ace. As it looks like Luffy is not gonna make it, in true anime style, the main character pulls out a Hail Mary to save the day. In this case, Luffy uses the Conqueror spirit. This isn't the first time he used it however. In his fight against the Gorgon sister back on Amazon Lily, Luffy used it for the first time. There we learned that it's a strong form of a Haki power. It seems to have become much stronger than back in Amazon Lily, as it faced almost all the marine soldiers and vice admirals except for the truly elite amongst them. The move flabbergasts all who hadn't fated because of it. At this point they realize that Luffy isn't just some ordinary pirate, although it shouldn't surprise them by now. A lot of the show's underlying meaning is sticking to your principles, ideals, hopes and dreams, no matter what. We already saw that in this voyage with Kobe when he faced Luffy, however brief, despite knowing he would get dumpstered on. He sticks to his dream of becoming an admiral, probably not agreeing with the inner workings of the Navy. Same goes for Garp, probably even more. Despite Luffy being his grandson, he faced Luffy to defend his ideals and principles concerning pirates. In the end, he does seem to go easy on Luffy, giving Luffy the opportunity to reach Ace. As we're heading towards the final episode of this voyage, Luffy finally reaches Ace on the scaffold. Enraged by this, Sengoku shows us his devil fruit powers for the first time. This was a pretty epic moment as Fleet Admiral Sengoku was the chess master behind the scenes so far, moving his pieces as he saw fit. We never saw him fight, but you could tell that this guy was way more than just a tactical mastermind. Fueled with anger because Luffy makes a fool out of him, Sengoku glows gold and enlarges to an enormous gold statue. So it seems like he has gold powers. Now this was just an appetizer to this power. I'm curious to see the full extent of his powers in the future. Of course we can't talk about top moments without talking about the moment when Luffy finally saves Ace. After kicking the asses of numerous marines being beat down and require a hormone injection of Ivankov, even having to hit his grandfather, Luffy finally reaches Ace and even frees him. Now that Ace is free, the coming episodes seem predictable. Luffy and Ace fighting their way to safety through waves of a marine seems like the way you would expect this arc to end. I guess we'll have to wait and see if that is how this story turns out. To wrap up, this list is just a personal selection, as there are many other epic moments in these episodes. Buggy clowning around, Boa Hancock losing her shit, Crocodile not being a great douche for once are just a few of the honorable mentions. That being said, we are heading towards the climax of this epic arc. Are we heading towards a predictable end with Luffy and Ace fighting their way to a safe escape? Are we losing Whitebeard in this war? Stay tuned because Voyage 3 hit on Saturday, September the 4th. See you for the top moments of Season 8, Voyage 3.